क्षेत्रे कर्मयोगः कर्मसु कौशलम् आदर्शाय आदर्शाय प्राणतस्मै भरम् विद्या और बुद्धि के ज्वाला का ऐसा है प्रकाश खेल संस्कृति और ज्ञान के मेल का उत्ताकाश निजवर नित्यम लो प्रतिभगिमा नित्यम गंगा कलात्मका में विशाल रहना विनोद रहना सूत्रधारी प्रेम प्रीति में आकाशाची हार बिने छे लोके मोरा जाबो ताई देशेर थने खाচ্ছে সবে এই আমাদের গর্ব योग कर्मसु कौशलम योग कर्मसु कौशलम विद्युत भवन कृषि विज्ञान यांत्रिक वर्जन नारी गारी या सर्वाची सुखियान हो जाती विच होता मेरी नाम बीच नाम इसका IIT खड़गपुर योगा दामन भावना शोरगुल होती है ऐसे प्रभावशाली चेष्टा का है ये परिणाम बंधुत्व के चरण उदाहरण को कोटि शत प्रणाम योग कर्मसु कौशलम योग कर्मसु कौशलम योगा 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 कर्मसु कौशलम
Now we have the honor of our director felicitating the distinguished guests in the audience.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Suman, is it my opportunity now to declare the 71st convocation open?
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Somanath, our guests of honor, Dr. Deshpande, Srimati Acharya, Honorable Chairman Board of Governors, Sri Narendran, present online, several distinguished guests, our honorable faculty colleagues, proud parents, and most importantly, dear graduating students. Namaskar. Today, I look at this magnificent gathering of our brightest minds, and I feel not just immense pride as an academician, but also a deep sense of gratitude as someone who had the privilege to witness your journey, your resilience, your ideas, your laughter, your late night collaborations, and your unwavering hope. This is not merely a convocation ceremony. It is a celebration of transformation, a defining moment when you cease to be students and emerge as the architects of a new India, and indeed of a new world. Swami Vivekananda once said, "Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man." Today, your degree is not just a certificate of your skills. It is a testament of your potential, your purpose, and your promise. The entire world will witness it. As a general tradition, in the director's report, the director reads the report, which is a culmination of tireless effort which has gone in the institute over the past several months. The way in which we gathered this report is we get the inputs from the relevant deans, heads of different centers and other academic units, the professors in charges, and consolidate together. The magnitude of IIT Kharagpur is such that when that report was consolidated, it already became 25 pages. And although I have seen the university system where there is someone called as a reader, I don't want to read out that report. So what I would do is, in my own way, try to summarize some of those things because of the interest of time, with due acknowledgement of all the academic deans and heads of different centers and other stakeholders who have made a tremendous effort in compiling this report. So I would narrate some of the essence. As IIT Kharagpur stands on the cusp of its platinum jubilee, we are not just celebrating 75 years of an institution. We are renewing our founding spirit to serve the nation through excellence in education, innovation, and inclusion. In different matrices of national and global rankings, we continue to feature prominently with a rising trend. This year, we also received the prestigious Governor's Award of Excellence the CII Award for Women in STEM. I think it's a very special award. And our faculty, large number of faculty members featured among the top 2% scientists globally in their respective fields. But these are not just accolades. They are reflections of a living ecosystem of rigorous research, academic excellence, and an unwavering drive for societal impact, which is one of the unique things that IIT Kharagpur emphasizes upon. We continue to strive for excellence in many ways that have far-reaching implications just beyond quantitative rankings of different organizations. Our research spans from virtual accident monitoring to wastewater engineering, from climate-resilient agriculture to next-gen wireless communications, combining various convergence domains. And this is again one of the unique aspects of IIT Kharagpur, the effort to combine different convergence domains of scientific and technological endeavor, bringing in society and other aspects. We are pushing boundaries in cybersecurity, AI, cloud computing, disease modeling, and many others. Our exclusive centers of excellence are redefining what it means by truly interdisciplinary area of research. Our AI department, which now is a full-fledged academic unit, has started offering BTech, MTech, and interdisciplinary dual degree programs. It has become a national leader in responsible and explainable AI with real-world applications in healthcare, climate, linguistics, and with emphasis on what we call as human-centric AI. We have taken decisive steps to enhance national defense capabilities through the DRDO IIT Kharagpur Industry Academia Center of Excellence, focusing on directed energy systems, underwater robotics, and cyber-physical defense systems. We are leading several national education missions, such as SPARK and SATHI, fostering international academic collaborations and advancing national research infrastructure, going beyond the simple number of patents and which are filed and granted. Our recent records of technology transfer, commercialization, and lab-to-market adaptation reflects a testament to the innovation and intellect that thrives on our campus. These are all good, but what distinguishes our pursuits towards innovation and excellence from many others is the heart of our innovation lies in our commitment to people. Our healthcare technologies are reaching rural India. Our AI models are being used for disaster response and precision agriculture. Our indigenous electric powertrains are empowering a green India. And our holistic campus wellness initiative, inspiring campus residents to provide emotional mentorship to students with guidance from top-notch domain experts in psychology and mental health, embodies our belief that technological institutions must also be centers of compassion with amalgamation of cutting-edge technology, specialist intervention, and the affection of a beloved one. We are therefore not just building machines, we are building the meaning. I stand before you today with immense pride to share some of the most impactful achievements of IIT Kharagpur in the past year. Achievements that speak not only of academic excellence, but vision, compassion, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of national and global relevance. We have strengthened our global footprint with the Young Innovators Program 2025, which drew over 470 teams worldwide, nurturing ideas that reflect the future innovation. Our campus continues to evolve in a more inclusive and mindful space. The gender cell, aligned with the National Education Policy 2020, reaffirms our commitment to equality and justice. Academically, we have introduced several interdisciplinary master's programs such as public policy, law and governance, and hosted renowned global scholars. Because of interest of time, I cannot mention the individual names, keeping our research ecosystem globally connected and vibrant. Our alumni continue to inspire. The annual alumni meet, monthly lecture series of the Partho Ghosh Academy of Leadership, which is an epitome of leadership all around the globe. The Spring Fest Reconnect and several other events brought together graduates from across generations and experts from all around the world. Entrepreneurship is thriving. Several alumni-led ventures are setting benchmarks in AI, deep tech, and social innovation. And in the next level, we are trying to connect that more intensely with what is happening within the campus. All these accomplishments reflect one unifying truth. IIT Kharagpur is not only shaping engineers, scientists, or other experts, but also global citizens, policy shapers, entrepreneurs, and more importantly, compassionate leaders. Together, we are writing a bold new chapter where tradition meets technology and excellence serves humanity. It is with immense pride and optimism that I present a glimpse into the remarkable innovations emerging from the vibrant ecosystem of IIT Kharagpur in the past year. Innovations that are not only shaping science and technology, but also deeply rooted in our service to the society. At the forefront of healthcare innovation, our researchers have developed revolutionary, affordable, and accessible diagnostic tools. From device-free sensors to handheld devices for disease screening, these technologies are transforming the management of diseases at the last mile, including addressing women's health at their own privacy. Infectious as well as lifestyle diseases, especially in the resource-limited settings. Our biosensor platforms continue to push boundaries with two-dimensional materials functionalized on different sensors, detecting critical biomarkers using combinations of smartphone-attached microscopes, quantum dots, and image analysis using deep learning. In the domain of assistive technology, the VenuCane, an electronic travel aid for the visually impaired, stands out as robust speech-guided navigation device that ensures real-time support with minimal hardware. Our breakthrough in medical instrumentation has produced a zero-threshold Raman laser, a first of its kind that operates without threshold power, opening new frontiers in nanoscale photonics and quantum communications. In cardiovascular research, a unique cardiovascular replicator system has been developed capable of simulating real human heart conditions for the testing of assistive devices. All these innovations, recognized with prestigious awards and accolades, are now on the path to commercialization, and some of these have already come up as products in the market. Advancing into industrial innovation, we have successfully developed and industrially deployed AI-enabled tools like iWeld and I2FD that perform non-destructive weld defect analysis with high precision using radiographic and ultrasonic data. Recognizing the limitations of drone-based pesticide application, our engineers have developed a semi-automatic tracked mobile manipulator, a robotic system that detects plant diseases using vision-based analysis and sprays appropriate pesticides in accordance. This not only safeguards farmers from hazardous exposure, but also enhances crop yield and quality, contributing directly to food security and GDP growth. In the transportation sector, our 6 degrees of freedom rail wheel contact simulator mimics real-world rail dynamics with unmatched precision, while our axial centrifugal contra-rotating compressor is set to redefine propulsion systems in UAVs, aircraft engines, and industrial applications. A compact Tesla turbine test bed has also been developed, suitable for unconventional small-scale power generation. Turning into sustainability, IIT Kharagpur is at the helm of transforming environmental challenges into opportunities. A graphene-based oil-water separator, solar-assisted and reusable, is offering a game-changing solution for oil spill management in marine environments. Meanwhile, our hydroelectric innovation in the Subarnarekha River region has demonstrated clean energy generation without the need of large dams, very, very significant, lighting up rural homes and offering a new model for community-based green development. Our circular engineering group is building a sustainable future by designing biodegradable polymers to replace plastics, converting waste into fuel, fertilizers, and even supercapacitors, and producing hydrogen from biomass. Their advanced material ceramics further aids carbon capture and storage, which is a key to a net zero future. We have developed hard carbon anodes from jute for sodium-ion batteries, fabricated high-efficiency perovskite solar cells using ambient processes, and deployed solar power equipment at air bases, proving that green innovation and national security can go in hand. In many other different areas, such as air quality, it is also being addressed with IoT-enabled sensors. These sensors monitor real-time levels of pollutants and environmental conditions, data that is accessible through a custom mobile application, supporting both citizen awareness and urban policy. Soft robotics, another emerging area, convergent with material science. Our shape memory hydrogels are enabling underwater programmable actuation and stretchable strain sensors for applications ranging from prosthetics to wearable electronics, heralding a new age of adaptive materials. On the global scientific stage, our researchers have made many landmark contributions in climate science, identifying interdecadal Pacific Oscillation's role in the rapid melting of West Antarctic ice shelves. Another study has warned the growing threat of surface ozone pollution in India's crop yields, informing urgent policy decisions in agriculture and environmental governance. On the digital learning front, we are proud to unveil Plato, an AI-powered coding tutor that offers real-time personalized guidance, transforming the way students learn coding and bridging the limitations of traditional online courses. Each of these innovations, these are just examples, stands not in isolation, but as a testament to our institution's enduring legacy of excellence in research, societal relevance, and nation building. These breakthroughs exemplify our unwavering commitment to inclusive progress, sustainability, and global impact. My dear degree recipients, you graduate at a time when India is standing tall and marching towards Vikshit Bharat 2047. On the threshold of becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2026-27, our GDP has crossed $3.7 trillion. Exports have nearly doubled since 2013. FDI has touched $80 billion. Initiatives like PM Gati Shakti, the National Logistics Policy, and the Desh Stack are transforming rural infrastructure and skilling ecosystems. With over 100 Gati Shakti cargo terminals under development, India is becoming a seamless movement economy from villages to the global markets. India is already among the top 5 solar energy producers. By now, we need breakthroughs. Breakthroughs in green hydrogen, grid stability, and smart battery storage. These are technologies needed for the immediate future. We need your engineering, your ethics, and your empathy combined together to come up with transformative Make in India solutions to address most of the challenging global problems. However, let me be clear, the world does not need many more just simple technocrats. It needs humans who can think and feel, who can use algorithms but are not ruled by algorithms. The future belongs to those who combine emotional intelligence with technical excellence. Only 28% of the global STEM workforce are women. We must do better. Diversity is not just a metric, it is a mindset. Women are not just contributors, they are disruptors, creators, and change makers. At IIT Kharagpur, we thrive not merely to preach this spirit, but portray the same in practice for all our institutional activities as well as rural outreach. As graduates of IIT Kharagpur, you carry a legacy, but more importantly, you must shape the future. You follow in the footsteps of legends, the legendary alumni of this great institute. But remember, greatness is nothing which is inherited, it is forged. Do not chase success, chase significance and excellence. Success will follow. In the coming years, you will be tested in the over-transforming global landscape. And that over-transforming is actually ever-transforming. Not only for your competence, but also for your conscience, morality, ethics, and integrity that may often be threatened to compromise. Be fearless in thought, but kind in action. Carry the wisdom of a brilliant with the empathy of a human. Lead not from the top, but from the front. Never forget, the greatness of your work will not be measured by what it earns, but by what it enables. You are the last batch to graduate before the Platinum Jubilee of our beloved institute. The legacy that you carry today will actually define the next 75 years of Indian science, technology, and human progress, and their contribution to the entire world and the humanity at large. So go, question the ordinary, build the extraordinary. Remember what Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose once said, "It is our duty to pay for our liberty and with our own blood. The freedom that we shall win through our sacrifice and exertions, we shall be able to preserve with our own strength." That sacrifice today is no more in the battlefield. It is in your willingness to take risks, to serve the last person in the line, and to rise beyond yourself. Congratulations, graduates. The world awaits your brilliance, not just to illuminate, but to uplift. Namaskar, Jai Hind. It is our great privilege now to welcome our Honorable Chairman, Board of Governors, Sri T.V. Narendran, MD of Tata Steel, and a highly distinguished visionary in the Indian industrial space. The Institute works under his able guidance and mentorship. Today, because of compelling commitments, he has to be abroad, but considering the limitation of his time, we are welcoming Sri T.V. Narendran to give his address as the Chairman, Board of Governors.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry, as Professor Suman said, that I'm not there physically. He's required me to be overseas, and hence I'm joining you virtually. Dr. Somanath, the former chairman, ISRO, as the chief guest of the 71st Convocation of IIT Kharagpur. Guests of honor, Dr. Anand Deshpande, founder and chairperson of Persistent Systems, and Ms. Anuradha Acharya, the CEO of Mapmygenome. Professor Suman Chakravarti, our director. Professor Rintu Banerjee, our deputy director. Captain Amit Jain, our registrar. Members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, deans and heads of departments, and the most illustrious alumni fraternity of IIT Kharagpur who are there, eminent dignitaries, my dear professors, staff members, and friends from the media, proud parents, and most importantly, dear students. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 71st Convocation of IIT Kharagpur, where we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025 and confer nearly 3,700 degrees. Today is not just the culmination of a rigorous academic effort, but also the beginning of a journey filled with immense possibilities, as Professor Suman eloquently mentioned. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I extend heartfelt congratulations to all of you, and may you carry forward the values of curiosity, excellence, and service nurtured at this institution. I must also take the opportunity to formally thank Professor Tiwari for his directorship and leadership over the last few years, and also formally welcome Professor Suman in what is truly a privilege to lead such a wonderful institution. As we applaud individual achievements today, we must also reflect on the broader context in which you step forward. India is on the rise, poised to become the world's fourth largest economy and a global leader in technology, manufacturing, and innovation. Institutions like IIT Kharagpur stand at the heart of this transformation. We are not just an academic campus, we are a crucible of leadership and a catalyst for innovation, committed to solving real-world challenges. Our story is deeply intertwined with that of India's progress. We are the oldest IIT, we have the largest base of alumni, and in the decade ahead, our contributions will be central to the nation's success. We are familiar with the proud legacy of IIT Kharagpur, India's first and oldest IIT, born from the vision of a newly independent India. And while that legacy continues to inspire us, and IIT Kharagpur is keeping pace with change and also helping the future. Our curriculum now integrates pressing issues such as climate change, social equity, and resource management, and also prepares students to lead in building a more sustainable world. In research, we have seen the exponential growth, particularly in artificial intelligence, robotics, space technology, and sustainable energy. The launch of the Center for Artificial Intelligence and the new Department of Education are redefining science and technology education in India. Our startup ecosystem is thriving with support from the Entrepreneurship Cell and Innovation Hub. Society. The collaboration between IIT Kharagpur, AIIMS Delhi, and Kalyani is driving impactful innovation at the intersection of engineering and medicine. Our upcoming medical college and hospital will serve as a hub for research in biotechnology and healthcare solutions. The Institute is committed to student well-being initiatives such as Let's Connect, the Zen Lounge, and SAR, a 24/7 counseling and mentorship service to support the emotional and mental well-being of every student. A newly established gender cell promotes diversity and inclusion. Through vibrant festivals like the Spring Fest, Shrintich, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, and the Young Innovators Program, students gain vital exposure in arts, culture, and leadership. The outcomes of this ecosystem are clearly visible in the success of our students. In 2024-25, placement season has seen record-breaking success. Over 1,800 job offers were made in phase 1 alone, with 25 international offers as well. Companies such as Apple, Google, McKinsey, and Goldman Sachs continue to place high value on IIT Kharagpur talent. Pre-placement offers and internship opportunities have surged due to our robust career development programs and alumni support. In an era where technology evolves rapidly, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is essential. Today's organizations must cultivate curiosity, creativity, and continuous learning. And adaptability is no longer optional, it is the new intelligence. Empowering people with future-ready skills ensures that they lead change and not follow it. Our alumni community exemplifies this spirit. They are one of IIT's greatest strengths, globally influential, committed to the Institute, and proud flag bearers of this legacy. Many have been recognized with national and international honors, including the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Awards, and the National Teacher Awards. Several alumni and faculty ranked among the top 2% of scientists globally, as recognized by Stanford University and Elsevier in 2024. On the lines of global outreach, we are expanding our academic and research footprint. Joint degree programs and research collaborations with the Technische Universität Darmstadt, the University of Auckland, the University of Alberta are attracting global talent. Our recent partnership with Singapore's A-Star Institute of Microelectronics, announced at Semicon Southeast Asia 2025, will boost semiconductor R&D and talent development in India. We have also signed MOUs with institutions across USA, UK, Germany, Canada, Japan, Malaysia, Taiwan, and the Czech Republic to foster high-end research in semiconductors and material science. I'm happy to mention that IIT Kharagpur's academic reputation has grown immensely. We are now ranked among the top 5 engineering institutes in India by NIRF 2024 and have risen significantly to become 215 globally and 4th in India with US World University Rankings 2026. We are also proud to be the second most sustainable institute in India. Our status as an institution of eminence by the Government of India reflects both a recognition and a responsibility, one that we embrace with global collaboration and academic excellence. But rankings alone do not define our mission. Education must evolve. It should bridge the gaps between students, faculty, and mentors and embrace the disruptive technologies like AI, blockchain, and space research. At its core, education, like healthcare, is a social imperative. Institutions like IIT Kharagpur must ensure that mission is rooted not just in innovation, but also in purpose. We also recognize that the youth of today face complex challenges. As educators, we must provide not only academic tools, but also emotional and psychological support. Our responsibility extends to holistic student development, ensuring a balanced and fulfilling academic experience. To lead the future, IIT Kharagpur must strengthen international collaborations, expand exchange programs, and foster international research. We are uniquely positioned to shape the path ahead, not only by creating world-class technologies, but by nurturing holistic citizens equipped to solve tomorrow's challenges with empathy, agility, and resolve. Our campus is also transforming with infrastructural augmentations. The Kharagpur Accelerated Pavement Test Facility, India's first in an academic institution, is now operational. Under the Vision 2047 Campus Renewal Plan, we are modernizing hostels, implementing green buildings, IoT-enabled classrooms, and high-speed digital infrastructure. These efforts are aligned with our goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2030. Looking ahead, we are preparing for a Platinum Jubilee 2026, a 2-year celebration beginning in August 2025. Events will include international conferences, infrastructure upgrades, a commemorative coin and stamp release, and cultural festivals such as the International Folk Music Festival and the SpeakMac International Convention. Several Platinum Jubilee funds will be launched to support student mobility, staff welfare, scholarships, and lab upgrades. As we look forward toward the future, we must adopt an interdisciplinary mindset where engineering, business, social sciences, and human interests converge. This integration is essential for solving complex real-world problems and preparing students for a dynamic future. Our curriculum must continue to evolve to equip students with skills for tomorrow's industries. To the class of 2025, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. As you step into the world beyond IIT Kharagpur, remember that you are now ambassadors of this esteemed institution. I always say that students gain from the brand of the institution when they pass off, but contribute to the brand as they lead their lives after that. Your journey is just beginning, and your contribution will not only shape your personal journey, but also add to the rich tapestry of IIT Kharagpur's legacy. Let your success be defined not only by your achievements, but by the positive impact that you create. Wherever your path leads, to Silicon Valley, the halls of governance, or India's rural heartlands, carry with you the spirit of IIT Kharagpur. Your potential is limitless, your foundation is strong, and the world awaits your exceptional creativity. Let your learnings never end. Be students forever, curious, humble, and open. Because the world you inherit is not just a place to work in, it's a place to learn from and contribute to. IIT Kharagpur is immensely proud of each one of you. Congratulations once again, and may you continue to scale new heights in all your endeavors. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and alumni for the continued support in making IIT Kharagpur a beacon of excellence. All the very best. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will now nominate Professor Rentu Banerjee, Deputy Director IIT Kharagpur, to be the acting chairperson for the rest of the session, and I wish to excuse myself. Sorry for not being there once again. Thank you very much.
Sir, I present to you the candidates whose names are printed in the convocation brochure and who have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies in the academic year 2024-25 and have been found fit for the award of the degree of Certificate of Excellence in Research, Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology and Doctor of Philosophy under Joint MTech MCP PhD program, Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy under Joint MSc PhD program, Doctor of Philosophy under Dual Doctoral Degree Program with University of Alberta, Canada, Doctor of Philosophy under Dual Doctoral Degree Program with the University of Melbourne, Australia, Master of Science, Master of Technology, Master of City Planning, Master of Architecture, Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in the Executive MBA program, Master of Medical Science and Technology, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws with honors in Intellectual Property Law, Bachelor of Technology, honors of and Master of Technology under Dual Degree Program, Bachelor of Technology honors, 4-year Bachelor of Science honors, Bachelor of Architecture honors, Bachelor of Science honors and Master of Science under 5 years integrated program, Bachelor of Science honors and Masters of Science and MTech in Petroleum Engineering under 6 years integrated program, Master of Science 3 years program, Master of Science 2 years program, and I pray that they, including those in absentia, be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the director of this institute, I admit the candidates presented to me, including those in absentia, to the degree of Certificate of Excellence in Research, Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology and Doctor of Philosophy under Joint MTech MCP PhD program, Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy under Joint MSc PhD program, Doctor of Philosophy under Dual Doctoral Degree program with the University of Alberta, Canada, Doctor of Philosophy under Dual Doctoral Degree program with the University of Melbourne, Australia, Master of Science, Master of Technology, Master of City Planning, Master of Architecture, Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in the Executive MBA program, Master of Medical Science and Technology, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws with honors in Intellectual Property Law, Bachelor of Technology honors and Master of Technology under the Dual Degree program, Bachelor of Technology honors, 4-year Bachelor of Science honors, Bachelor of Architecture honors, Bachelor of Science honors and Master of Science under 5 years integrated program, Bachelor of Science honors and Master of Science and MTech in Petroleum Engineering under 6 years integrated program, Master of Science 3 years program, Master of Science 2 years program, and charge them to be worthy of the same.
Sir, the names of the undergraduate and postgraduate students who, on fulfillment of prescribed conditions, have been found eligible for the Institute Gold Medals have been printed in the brochure published on the eve of the 71st Convocation of the Institute. May I request the Chief Guest to hand over the Institute Gold Medals to the recipients. I also request the guests of honor, Director, Deputy Director, and Registrar to accompany him, please. President of India Gold Medal, Sri Botin Mondal, an outgoing student of the BTech Honours course in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, obtained the highest cumulative grade point average among all successful candidates of BTech Honours, 4-year BS Honours, and 3-year Honours course of the academic year 2024-25. I request Sri Botin Mondal to please come to the presentation area and receive the President of India Gold Medal. Prime Minister of India Gold Medal. Sri Anubhav Dhar, an outgoing student of the 5-year dual degree BTech Honours and MTech course in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, obtained the highest cumulative grade point average among all successful students of the dual degree and 5-year integrated MSc course of the academic year 2024-25. I request Sri Anubhav Dhar to please come to the presentation area and receive the Prime Minister of India Gold Medal. Miss Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy Memorial Gold Medal. Miss Sandra K. Joseph, an outgoing student of the BTech Honours and 4-year BSc Honours course in the Department of BS Honours course in the Department of Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering, has been found to be the best all-rounder among all successful students of BTech Honours and BR Honours courses of the academic year 2024-25. I request Ms. Sandra K. Joseph to please come to the presentation area and receive the Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy Memorial Gold Medal. Dr. Gyan Chandra Ghosh Memorial Gold Medal. Sri Piran Karkaria, an outgoing student of the 5-year dual degree BTech Honours and MTech course in the Department of Industrial and System Engineering, has been found to be the best all-rounder among all the successful students of the dual degree courses of the academic year 2024-25. I request Sri Piran Karkaria to please come to the presentation area and receive the Dr. Gyan Chandra Ghosh Memorial Gold Medal. Professor Jagadish Chandra Bose Memorial Gold Medal. Sri Satyajit Pradhan, an outgoing student of the 2-year MSc course in the Department of Chemistry, obtained the highest cumulative grade point average among all successful students of 2-year MSc courses of the academic year 2024-25. I request Sri Satyajit Pradhan to please come to the presentation area and receive the Professor Jagadish Chandra Bose Memorial Gold Medal. Chairman, Board of Governors Gold Medal, undergraduate category. Sri Sandipan Hajra, an outgoing student of the 2-year MSc course in the Department of Physics, for all-round performance among all outgoing differently able students of BTech Honours, 4-year BS Honours, BR Honours, 5-year dual degree, 2-year, 5-year MSc and 6-year MSc MTech courses of the academic year 2024-25. I request Sri Sandipan Hajra to please come to the presentation area and receive the Chairman Board of Governors Gold Medal, undergraduate category. The Chairman Board of Governors Gold Medal, postgraduate category. Sri their seats, please.
Sir, I present the names of the students who, on fulfillment of prescribed conditions, have been found eligible for the Institute Silver Medals and whose names have been printed in the brochure published on the eve of 71st Convocation. May I request the Director to hand over the Institute Silver Medals, please. May I also request the Chief Guest of Honors, Deputy Director, Professor in Charge Convocation to accompany him, please. 4-year BTech honor courses, Aerospace Engineering, Tanish Jain. Agriculture and Food Engineering, Prakhar Lohumi. Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering, Sanjuti Ghosh. Chemical Engineering, Krish Mahendra Khan. Civil Engineering, Someshubra Ghosh. Computer Science and Engineering, Bratin Mandal. Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering, Mukulita Shom. Electrical Engineering, Priyabrata Sahu. Instrumentation Engineering, Shelly Agrawal. Industrial and Systems Engineering, Sambit Stita Siri Sai Pradhan. Mechanical Engineering, Devjyoti Roy. Manufacturing Science and Engineering, Vaibhav Chaudhary. Mining Engineering, Prateek Pranjal. Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Manisha Sahu. Five-year B.Arch Honours Course, Architecture, Harshita Hariharan. Five-year dual degree courses, Aerospace Engineering, Debayan Das. Agriculture and Food Engineering, Angel Wilson. Biotechnology and Biochemical Engineering, Dhruv Ripudaman Singh Bhaduria. Chemical Engineering, Prithviraj Suryavanshi. Civil Engineering, Bhagyashree Sharma. Computer Science and Engineering, Anubhav Dhar. Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering, Sadhna Hemkar Reddy. Electrical Engineering, Shreya Gangopadhyay. Instrumentation Engineering, Pragna Monigmi. Industrial and Systems Engineering, Mohammad Faiz Parappan. Manufacturing Science and Engineering, Pansurya Kashyap Jagjeevan Bhai. Mechanical Engineering, Harka Das. Mining Engineering, Saurabh Chaudhary. Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Rudrajyoti Das. Ocean Engineering and Naval Architecture, Dev Kishan Khatri. BS 4-year courses, Applied Geology, Manu Shrihasa, Ganga Vansam. Economics, Manas Chandrana. Mathematics and Computing, Madhav Rapu, Lakshmi Jyotsna. Physics, M. Lokesh. Exploration, Geophysics, Akshara Shukla. MSc 5-year courses, Chemistry, Ishan Daga. Economics, Abhig Chudi. Mathematics and Computing, Katunga Lakshman Sai Kumar. Physics, Manak Roy. Exploration, Geophysics, Arihant Shukla. Three-year MSc course, Medical Physics, Gaurav Chauhan. MSc 2-year course, Chemistry, Satyajit Pradhan. Geophysics, Jeevan Jyoti Acharya. Mathematics, Ark Prabha Bal. Physics, Sandeepan Hazra. Geology, Abhinav Kundu. Chemical and Molecular Biology, Paragbritta Hazra Datta. Nuclear Medicine, Milan Jana. MTech courses, Aerospace Engineering, Shalunkhe Mandar Ulhas. Agriculture and Food Engineering, Spandana K. Advanced Technology Development Center, Panchdarla Tejaswini. Bioscience and Biotechnology, Devrapalli Amenia Stasha. Chemical Engineering, Divyansh Chaturvedi. Civil Engineering, Karan Sharma. Computer Science and Engineering, Mishra Saurabh Rajesh Mridulata. Cryogenic Engineering, Vivek Sharma. Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering, Amanpreet Singh Bhamra. Electrical Engineering, S. Rajadurai. Energy Science and Engineering, Saurish Sarkar. Geology and Geophysics, Arpan Das. G.S. Sanyal School of Telecommunication, Bhattgiri Lekhan Reddy. Industrial and Systems Engineering, Sagar Borole. Material Science Center, Jinu James. Mathematics, Sarvesh Kumar. Mechanical Engineering, Moti Rishit Kumar, Atul Kumar. Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Honiki Devijendra Sampath. Mining Engineering, Ladge Imran Liaquat. Ocean Engineering and Naval Architecture, Chidela Venkat Sandeep Kumar. Physics, Chirantan Ganguly. Ranveer and Chitra Gupta School of Infrastructure Design and Management, Suchit EP. Rubber Technology Center, Prasanjit Kar. School of Medical Science and Technology, Sri Medha Juluri. School of Water Resources, J. Moktik Srivatsan. Suvir Chaudhary School of Quality and Reliability, Parikh Vrijesh Kumar Manoj Kumar. MCP course, Architecture and Regional Planning, Tushita Basak. MHRM, Humanities and Social Science, Priyanka SL. MBA course, Vinay Gupta School of Management, Shreyanshi Shom. MMST course, School of Medical Science and Technology, Pooja P. Jain. I request the following awardees could not attend the convocation and they may be awarded the Institute Silver Medal in absentia. 4-year B.Tech honors courses, Ocean Engineering and Naval Architecture, Somani Patmesh Amit. MSc 5-year courses, Applied Geology, Dhanya Geli. M.Arch Architecture and Regional Planning, Nilanjan Chaudhary. M.Tech, Rajendra Mishra School of Engineering Entrepreneurship, Siddharth Suman. I request all the dignitaries to take their seats, please. I request Shri Britin Mandal, the President of India Gold Medal awardee, to come to the dais and read the pledge. I also request to all the degree recipients present here in other auditoriums and online to rise and recite the pledge along with him.
भारतीय प्रयुक्ति विद्या शिक्षा प्रतिष्ठानतः समुत्तीर्ण स्नातक वयमित्तं प्रतिश्रुति परम वर्तमहे यत् विज्ञान प्रयोग व्रता निर्माण कला विदो वा वयम स्व स्व कर्तव्य साधने निरपक्नुता साधुत्व संरक्षणाय सर्वदा यतिष्यमहे अधिगत प्रयुक्ति प्रज्ञा विज्ञान ज्ञानादिकं सर्वं स्वदेश सेवायम् अस्य च प्रतिष्ठानस्य गौरववर्धनाय च विनियोजयितुं सर्वदा तत्परा भावेम सर्वदा व्यष्टि गौरवम सोचित वृत्ति धर्मम च पालयितुं आस्थावन्तः समिति वाचा कर्मणा च वयमनुगत विषय सर्वसंकीर्णताय संप्रदायगत भ्रांत संस्कारस्य च विरुद्धं सतर्क भावेम अस्मदेशस्य मौलिकम ऐक्यम च सौगौरवं वयम् अंतरे लालयशामः। धन्यवाद।
Students may kindly take their seat.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the awardees of the Distinguished Alumnus Award 2025. May I request the awardees to please come to the stage as I call their name. Mr. Probir Guhuthakurta. Mr. Guhuthakurta is a BTech in Mechanical Engineering 1967. He is a visionary entrepreneur, engineer, educator, and social innovator, and the founder and managing partner of Hydroluber Consultants and Engineers. I now request the chief guest to kindly present the award. Mr. Ravi Sitapati is a 1975 BTech in Electrical Engineering from IIT Kharagpur. He is a leader in global energy sector with over 4 decades of contributions to power systems. He is currently the executive chairman of Biocyrus Incorporated. Mr. Arvind Thakur, he is a BTech graduate in Mining Engineering 1976. He served as the CEO, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of NIIT Technologies Limited. Under his leadership, the company evolved into one of India's leading IT service providers. Mr. K. Raja Venkatraman is a BTech in Mechanical Engineering, the 1977 batch. He currently serves as the Managing Director of FCL and is being honored for his stellar contributions to infrastructure development, alumni engagement, and sports administration. Dr. Upendranath Behra is a 1980 BTech degree holder from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He joined the Indian Administrative Service in 1983, embarking on a distinguished career spanning over 3 decades, including serving as the Additional Chief Secretary of Odisha. Mr. Anurag Jain is an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur with a BTech Honours degree in Electrical Engineering in 1986. He is a senior officer of the Indian Administrative Service, currently serving as the Chief Secretary to the Government of Madhya Pradesh. He has made extensive contributions in finance, infrastructure, information technology, and rural development sectors. Dr. Shreya Sen Melkote is a 1987 BTech degree holder in the Department of Manufacturing Science and Engineering. He is a globally recognized leader in advanced manufacturing and cyber physical systems and currently serves as the interim school chair and Maurice M. Bryan Jr. Professor in Advanced Manufacturing Systems at Georgia Institute of Technology. Dr. V. Narasimha Shastri is an MSc 1987 and PhD 1994 from the Department of Mathematics. Dr. Shastri is a pioneering bankware software developer whose products have been adopted across the Indian banking system. He currently serves as professor at the Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology in Hyderabad. Mr. Bhaskar Mojumdar is a BTech in Manufacturing Engineering from IIT Kharagpur. He is the founder and managing partner of Unicorn India Ventures, a leading global venture capital fund with over 2,000 crore in assets under management. Dr. Arpon Pal is a BTech and MTech from the Electronics and Electrical Communication Engineering Department. Currently, he serves as Distinguished Chief Scientist and Research Area Head for Embedded Systems and Intelligent Systems at Tata Consultancy Services Research. Dr. Devajyoti Banerjee is a BTech in Mechanical Engineering 1992 batch. His pioneering work in thermal sciences, space research and innovation has earned him international acclaim. He currently serves as Professor of Mechanical Engineering and James J. Cain 51 Faculty Fellow at Texas A&M University. Mr. Parijat Ghosh is a BTech Honours in Manufacturing Science and Engineering 1997 batch. He is a global strategy leader in healthcare and life sciences and currently serves as the Asia Pacific Regional Head for Healthcare and Life Services at Bain & Company. Dr. Gautam Sinha earned his PhD in Industrial Management in 2001. Dr. Sinha is an accomplished academic leader and visionary in the field of management education. He was the founder director of IIM Kashipur. Dr. Debabrata Das earned his PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering in 2002. He is a leading figure in the field of wireless communication and digital public infrastructure and currently serves as the Director of the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore. Sir, I now present the list of Distinguished Alumnus Awardees 2025 who for a variety of reasons could not be physically present at this convocation. Mr. Ved Prakash Gupta, he is a 1967 BTech in Electrical Engineering and has made important contributions in systems integration, enterprise IT strategy and project management over a career spanning more than 5 decades. He has held senior leadership positions at IBM, Lockheed Martin, and the U.S. Department of Defense. Mr. Davinder Kumar Jain, he received his BTech in Mechanical Engineering in 1969. He is a globally recognized leader in public policy, international development, and strategy consulting. He is currently CEO of Easy Solutions Private Limited. Mr. Prabir Kumar Guho, a 1973 BTech graduate in chemical engineering from IIT Kharagpur, is a pioneer in global composites industry. His pioneering work in sheet molding, compound, and advanced composite technologies has resulted in over 150 global patents. Mr. Subroto Datto, BTech in electrical engineering 1986, widely recognized for his leadership in consumer brands and retail, currently the President for Asia Pacific and Middle East at Samsonite Brands. Mr. Rajiv Agarwal, a 1986 BTech in mechanical engineering, founder and Chief Executive Officer of MAQ Software. Under his visionary leadership, MAQ Software has appeared at 5,000 in the list of 5,000 fastest growing companies in America 12 times. Dr. Kolapi Roy Nyogi, BTech in Electrical Engineering 1987, semiconductor research, her innovations in Intel, where she worked for many years, laid the foundation for several of Intel's internal design tools and methodologies. Mr. Sumit Sadhana received his BTech in Electrical Engineering in 1990. He has over 30 years of rich experience in the technology sector and has had leadership roles at IBM and is currently serving as Chief Business Officer at Micron Technology. Dr. Moitreyi Sinha earned her BSc in 1992 and MSc in 1994. She has directed GE Foundation's global health initiatives involving maternal and child health and technology for health across 22 countries. She is currently CEO of Cities Rise, a global development incubator. Dr. Saurabh Mukherjee, a BTech in Civil Engineering 1993, currently a Professor of Organization Behavior and Dean of Alumni Relations at IIM Bangalore, a passionate educator. His is one of the most respected voices in the field of inclusive business and organizational strategy. Dr. Ranveer Chandra, a 1999 BTech in Computer Science, currently serves as Vice President of Product in Microsoft 365 Copilot and Chief Technology Officer of Agri-Food at Microsoft. He has published over 100 research papers and been granted more than 150 patents. Dr. Hufeza Shakir is a BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Kharagpur 2000, has had a distinguished career at the intersection of engineering, data science, and society, including leadership roles at GE, Baker Hughes, and Halliburton. He currently serves as Director of AI and Analytics Engineering at Ultimate Medical Academy. Thank you. I will now request our DE award winners who are present to kindly come to the stage and please talk to us and give us the benefit of your wisdom and advice for a brief period. Starting with Mr. Prabir Guho Thakurta.
Namaskar, everybody. I'm humbled by the honor given by my alma mater, and I feel it's our duty to give back not only to our alma mater, but to society, industry, and academics. And certain initiative that I had already taken, just want to mention because we have been given half a minute. That initiative is one of 3 I's, that is industry and IPCO, and above all, IIT Kharagpur. IPCO is my team of 20 engineers, 17 of whom are my batchmates, well known all over the world, like Vinod Gupta, Gopal Krishnan, Dr. Anand Deshpande. They're all my batchmates. They're in my team of 20, and we want to really contribute to society, industry, and academics through research, design, innovation. We have given our offer for Center of Tribology and Hydraulics, microelectronic fabrication. We have experts in various areas and also management guru like Gopal Krishnan. Vinod Gupta I mentioned, who is one of the largest contributors to IIT Kharagpur. We have Dr. Anjan Bosch, Harish Lalwani, Farooq Mistry in academics. What we discussed yesterday with our director, all the areas that he mentioned, I think in our team we have people to contribute to all these areas, and I'm looking forward to really work with our director and the professors to actually bring this to reality, what we have planned to do. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Mr. Ravi Sitapati.
Mr. Chief Guest, guests of honor, Mr. Director, and the students especially. In my travels, which I was fortunate, in fact, to be able to graduate and then go around the world, there are three things that are standing, which is very important for all of you. One is climate change, the big problem that it possesses for all of us, and you should be a part in solving it. Second, I was privileged to be in the energy business, and energy is such a horizontal that it touches every aspect of our livelihood. It doesn't matter which vertical you belong to. If energy is not there in the right quality and supply, your endeavor is actually diminished substantially. The third is the opportunity for the nation. India as a country today stands at the cusp of becoming a big global power. The power to make that happen lies with you. We have done our bit, but actually the compounding effect of what all needs to happen largely lies with you. So with that, congratulations and the best as you take your first step forward. Thank you very much.
Mr. Arvind Thakur.
IIT Kharagpur hasn't just been a place of learning, but it's actually a crucible with its various activities which has shaped my personality and character. So I'm extremely grateful to my professors. Unfortunately, some of them are no more, but I'm really grateful to them and the faculty as well as the staff of the institute for shaping the foundations of all that I've achieved in life. I'm also grateful to my industry colleagues, alongside whom together we have established India as a leader in information technology. Now this is being done not just by the industry building companies, but also working closely with the government in creating progressive policies, as well as with society in deriving value from technology. For the students who are gathered over here, I would like to state that a far bigger opportunity now awaits your generation as we embrace the era of intelligence, with artificial intelligence now taking center stage. So thank you very much for this immense honor. I'm deeply humbled to join the ranks of past and present recipients who have made such significant contributions to society. Thank you.
Mr. K. Raja Venkatraman.
Hello everybody. I thank the Board of IIT for this honor. Thank you very much. And with a lot of health problems when I was young, I've been able to achieve something in the career of professional self. And all you people who have graduated and alumni of IIT Kharagpur will be able to achieve a lot more than me. We are looking forward to the day when all you are great achievers. As a matter of fact, IIT Kharagpur makes boys to men and girls to women. It's a transformation place, and it makes you, face the challenge in the world in a very nice way. You people are going to be so successful, and when you become successful, please don't forget to think about IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur is something unique. Here, people develop a lot of camaraderie, a lot of attachment, and then when you go out, you have to transform it into, how you can support back the system. As a matter of fact, in foundation, we have about so many chapters, about 17 chapters, and all of them are very, very close-knit. So if you require any help from any of the alum, you can always connect with them. Similarly, you have to also give back. A lot of people have supported IIT in the past. You know, so many classrooms have been done, about 17 classrooms, and so many halls have been done. And all these, you know, hospital beds and so many things have been done by the alum in the past. But now the baton is handed over to all the alum, the recent graduates that you people are, and you have to carry the torch ahead. Okay? So please take care of IIT Kharagpur. Thank you very much. Okay? I will say IIT Kharagpur ka tempo. Hi, hi. IIT Kharagpur alumni ka tempo. Kharagpur alumni ka tempo. Alumni ka tempo. Thank you.
Dr. Upendranath Behra.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am extremely humbled and grateful to IIT Kharagpur for this prestigious recognition, Distinguished Alumni Award. I joined civil service. I want to say that there are many young graduates here today. Civil service offers very good opportunity for working in varied fields. Today you are in agriculture, tomorrow you will be in biotechnology, tomorrow you will be elsewhere. And you really never get bored. All your life, every 3-4 years, you move from one department to other. You never get bored. And you get tremendous opportunity to work at the policy level. As Joint Secretary Biotechnology, I got the opportunity of preparing the National Biotechnology Development Strategy 2005. Then as Secretary Environment and Forest of my state government, Odisha, I prepared the Odisha State Climate Change Action Plan, which was the first in the country. Odisha was the first state in the country to prepare a state-level climate change action plan. Invited by the World Bank, I went to Washington DC to address the World Environment Congress on how to prepare a subnational climate change action plan. That was way back in 2010. I had done that. After my retirement from the IAS, I got a statutory assignment of 5 years as State Electricity Regulatory Commission chairperson. I took many reform measures in the electricity sector. Odisha became the first state one of the states which privatized the electricity distribution. Today, while all the state-run distribution companies are running in losses, all the 4 distribution companies of Odisha are making profit. So you get lot of opportunity to work at that level, policy level, at the highest level. Thank you very much.
Mr. Anurag Jain.
I am extremely grateful and humbled by this recognition of Distinguished Alumnus Award. After passing out, I joined the industry, but in a couple of years I realized that after a point I would be working for profit of a small organization. So why not serve the larger canvas, and the watchwords which are there on the IIT tower in the service of the nation. I am extremely happy to have been fortunate to have been in the service of the nation for the last almost 36 years. The kind of foundation I have had in the IIT, the kind of contribution I was able to make, as Sir said, things like Right to Public Service Delivery Guarantee Act, Jan Dhan, UPI, PM Gati Shakti, ONDC. These have been some of the important contributions, and that have been possible, I think, because of the foundations in IIT, what I got, the basic understanding of technology. Next, the era from 22 to 2047, as the Honorable Prime Minister calls about, the golden era which will transform the country into a developed country. For the first time, we have started talking about it. I was again fortunate to have been convener of the two groups, the Commerce and Industry Group and the Infrastructure Group, which wrote the vision part of 2047. I am sure the young generation, the baton has been passed on to you. You will do your bit in taking India to a developed country in whatever role you play. Even if you are abroad, I think you have a contribution to make in India's journey. Best wishes to all the graduates today. Thank you.
Dr. Shreyash Melkote.
I'm truly honored by this recognition that IIT has bestowed, Kharagpur has bestowed on me. I missed my convocation when I graduated in 1987, so this is a dream come true to be here today. I want to take this opportunity to thank my teachers here, many of whom are no longer here, unfortunately, but thank them for the foundation that they've given me, which is responsible for much of what I have accomplished. I also want to thank my graduate and postdoctoral mentors, my graduate students and colleagues at Georgia Tech. Last but not least, I want to thank my wife and children, my wife is here with me today, her first visit to IIT Kharagpur, and my parents. I was asked to share a few words of wisdom. I'm not sure I have those words of wisdom to offer, but what I can certainly tell graduates today, first of all, congratulations, but I would say dream big, continue to strive for excellence, and make your impact in the world, but don't forget to give back to your institution. Thank you very much.
Dr. V. Narasimha Shastri.
Namaskar to everyone. It's a great day. Particularly, I respect all my teachers who have built us so much confidence that you can take any area and you can excel. And we have been contributing in the banking technology, mobile payments, all that what you see has been a big contribution. And IIT Kharagpur, the uniqueness besides professional development is the cultural, art and the aesthetics. So these values are very important in life, and I suggest all the graduates who are completing today that you focus on seeing how you minimize your disturbances, deviations, and also the disturbances with respect to whatever is happening, and be successful in life. All the best. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bhaskar Majumdar.
Dedicated to the service of the nation, the words as one enters the institute. Every IITian has a significant role to play in the march towards Viksit Bharat 2047, irrespective of where they live. I have lived most of my adult life, last 3 decades abroad, but I founded Unicorn India Ventures, one of India's leading investment firms, which is investing and nurturing the Indian startup ecosystem. For the students passing out, go and live your dreams, but don't forget where it all began from. Just as the PM has excited the imagination of the global Indian diaspora, I think it is for the Indian Institute of Technology authorities and the people who run it to involve the global alumni for a meaningful engagement with them, not just for the mere funding, but to see how they can get involved in the progress of the institute. Thank you very much, and congrats to all the passing students.
Dr. Arpan Pal.
I feel really honored to receive this award. And as someone who has actually spent the entire career in industrial R&D for 35 years, first in DRDO, then in some startups, and then in TCS research, So I have always been passionate about solving real-world problems using technology. So my kind of suggestion to the people who are passing out is that actually don't build solutions and then run to look for problems, which you usually do. Find out the problem first, which is impactful, and try to solve that using technology. And what we call in our area, we call it that don't build the hammer and then look for needles. Look for nails first and then build the hammer. So, and I'm fortunate to basically we are the first company to move into the IIT Kharagpur Research Park. And I look forward to a lot of collaboration and multidisciplinary work there where we can collaborate and actually build something which is really impactful and innovative. Thank you.
Dr. Devjyoti Banerjee.
Good morning, namaskar, and howdy. It's indeed a very humbling occasion for me and a great honor to be here to speak in front of you. So I would like to start by doing a Guru Vandana first, which is what I am today is an amalgamation of all the experiences and the knowledge I have gained from my gurus, starting with my parents, my elders, particularly my elder brother who's present here, Dr. Devashish Banerjee, and also one of my beloved professors, Professor Shovik Bhattacharya. Incidentally, when he finished his PhD and the first class he taught at IIT Kharagpur was my last semester here. So we have that special bond because of that, so I would like to recognize that. But in particular, I know I have a lot of my professors present here to whom I'm really indebted for whatever achievements I have achieved in my life. But in particular, I would like to acknowledge many of the professors who have passed away. And so whenever I visit IIT Kharagpur campus, I miss them. I would like to start by talking about Professor Brahmo first. So he would enter the department and he was the first one who would come up to you and ask you how you are doing. He knew every aspect of it, every details of your stay here at IIT Kharagpur. So he is a professor I dearly miss every time I'm back at IIT Kharagpur. And no doubt I would like to also mention Professor Shom. He kindled the interest of thermal fluid sciences as an undergrad student. That led me to continue my graduate education in thermal fluid sciences in master's and PhD. Professor Arora, Professor Mohanty, Professor A.B. Chattopadhyay, Professor Mukherjee, the name list is endless. And particularly my opportunity to get into grad school was because of Professor Arora that I got to see and meet Professor Shuman Sinha, who, another IIT Kharagpur alumni who became my master's advisor eventually, and that led to my PhD advisor, who's an IITian but not IIT Kharagpur alum, Professor Vijay Dhir. So these are people I would like to acknowledge as I stand in front of you and speak about my career when I look back at it. And every person we meet in some way or other, shapes us. Starting with our hallmates, starting with our department mates, our seniors, our juniors, and then, to the students who are present here, the recent graduates, I would like to congratulate you. And one of the things I tell students who join my research group is the best way to learn something is to teach it. And the best students I had as a professor are the ones that taught me the most. And, if I knew all the answers, it wouldn't be research. So whenever I inducted a student into my research group, I tell them that we are taking this journey together. So, again, to the recent graduates, congratulations. The world is yours. Go ahead and conquer it. And in particular, one thing I would like to mention here is institutions like IIT or universities in general not only have a national mission. One of the inherent things that is not often acknowledged is they also have an obligation to the international community. There is also an international mission that guides institutions like IIT Kharagpur. And many of the alums from this great place have gone ahead and conquered the world, not only in terms of the corporate world, but in terms of research, in terms of service, in terms of entrepreneurship, commercialization. So this is a great place. This is a place that's a source of all energies for all of us. And I would like to end by thanking you all and giving me this opportunity. That's a great humbling experience for me. Thank you.
Mr. Parijat Ghosh.
Firstly, congratulations to the graduating class. This is the end of a fabulous journey and also the start of a wonderful one for you. I wish you all the very best and be confident that IIT Kharagpur has given you a world-class foundation on which to build on. Dream without any constraints, but also stay rooted. That is what I think is fundamental. It is a privilege and an honor to be given this award. Never did I imagine in my dreams that I would be standing here today. I'd like to thank my many colleagues who have been a very fundamental part of my journey over the years, and many, many mentors and teachers who actually put me on that path. Last, I'd like to thank my beloved wife, a KGPN herself, my children and my parents, without whose blessings and support this wouldn't have been possible. This is for them. Thank you.
Dr. Gautam Sinha.
Good afternoon. At this moment, I feel both elated and humbled. My journey at IIT Kharagpur is unlike most of you. I came here as a 43-year-old research scholar, older than half the faculty in my department. I left at 47 with a PhD degree. At 48 and a half, I walked away from a 23-year career against all sane advice and joined IIT Kharagpur at a much lower rung. IIT Kharagpur is very kind to me. It allowed me a lot of latitude, gave me interesting challenges, and those learnings beyond the degree helped me set up an IIM in the boondocks and take it to national ranking 20 in 5 years, and I'm very grateful. The learning here was immense, and as far as advice to this batch goes, now one of the advantages of being the last person is everybody said everything before you, so I don't think I have much to offer, except if the World Economic Forum is to be believed. The world is your oyster. The world is going to face a skill crunch in the next 5 years, which is for you to fill and again add to the diaspora that's across the world. And I think it will be a much bigger wave now. All the best to you, and thank you so much, IIT Kharagpur.
Dr. Devabrata Das.
Thank you, Professor Dev, and I'm really grateful to IIT Kharagpur and also deeply humbled by receiving this award. Thanks to the jury and the nominator for this award. I have my regards to my parents and the teachers, particularly in IIT Kharagpur, who have taught me the fundamentals and the concepts to make me stand on this, particularly the complex areas of the communications. Thanks to them. I have one thing to say to the graduating students. When I graduated from here, IIT Kharagpur, I had an aha feeling. AHA. A stands for attitude, which my professors instilled in me, that is called the humbleness and also the high integrity. H stands for, when I go back from the lab, I used to play, the health. Nowadays, the mental health and the physical health is very important because you are in 20s, early 20s, and next 45 years to 50 years you will be working. So health is extremely important. And the last one is the academics, that is A. So AHA, so academics, the concepts and all, you please carry, which will be wonderful teaching of this professor sitting at here and the back and the front. They have instilled on us. This will be a wonderful carry-on and lifelong learning. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day and career.
It is with great pride and privilege that I introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Anand Deshpande, a distinguished technologist, visionary entrepreneur, and a true nation builder. Dr. Deshpande is the founder, chairman, and managing director of Persistent Systems, a pioneering force in digital engineering and enterprise modernization. A proud alumnus of IIT Kharagpur and a PhD in computer science from Indiana University, US, Dr. Deshpande returned to India with a vision to build a globally respected technology company from the Indian soil. In 1990, at a time when the startup culture was still nascent, he founded Persistent Systems. Today, it stands as a testament to innovation, resilience, and excellence. Beyond corporate success, Dr. Deshpande is known for his deep commitment to societal transformation. Through initiatives like ISRO Foundation and I4C, he has mentored and empowered thousands of grassroots entrepreneurs across the country. He passionately advocates for entrepreneurial thinking, technology self-reliance, and youth-led innovation, values that deeply resonate with the spirit of today's convocation. He has served on multiple national and industry platforms, and his insights on the role of technology in shaping India's future are widely sought and respected. Today, as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating students and prepare them for the journey, we could not have asked for a more inspiring and relevant presence. Dr. Deshpande's own journey from a student at his very institute to a global leader perfectly mirrors the potential.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. S.P. Somanath, Honorable Guest of Honor, Anuradha Acharya, Chairman BOG, Sri Narendran, Director, Professor Suman Chakrabarti, distinguished guests, faculty members, staff, distinguished alumni who won awards today, parents of graduating class and the graduating class of 2025. Congratulations to all of you for completing this momentous journey and getting into the real world, as they say. I must get nostalgic here because I did not attend my convocation, but it's an honor to be here in 2025. And having been out for more than 41 years now, it just feels good to come back to Netaji Auditorium and to talk to all of you. As they say, when you are here in Kharagpur, giving funda is something that you figure out very quickly, and you can do this at any time when you are called. So I will restrict myself to a short burst of funda for you, targeted mainly to the graduating students. And I want to do that in two parts. One is I'm going to give you 4 points for context setting about what I see is happening in the future. And I'm going to give you 5 ideas of what you should think about so that you can survive and succeed and thrive in the world that we are looking ahead at. So to start with the context, let me start by first stating that in India right now in 2025, if you look at the demographics of our country and what's happening, it is clear that most of you who are young and in this room, perhaps all born after 2000, will live past 100, and many of you will live past 120. It's just a good science, good food, and good in India that's going to make it happen for you. But one consequence of this long life is that you will have to work till you are 80, and part of it is going to be driven by the rest of the demographics as India starts to age by then. So the career that you are looking at ahead today is going to start in 2025, but continue for another 60 years, so 2085. So please don't forget that your first job is just the starting. You have 60-year career and you have to manage it well so that you can be successful all through that 60 years. The second point I want to make is regarding India. Okay? India is already the 4th largest economy at the moment. Hopefully we will be in the top 3 before the end of the decade. That said, the ambitious mission that the Prime Minister has defined for us in 2047 still may not get us into the top 2 that we need to do. And if we have to make that top 2, which is where I would like to see us be very soon, it would require all of you graduates to not just do the straightforward things, but to do some amazing things with new engineering, new discoveries, and new science, so that we actually get it to where we want to be. And that is what excites me about being here and suggesting that India is really the happening place, and it is up to you to make us where we deserve to be in the future. The third point I want to make is regarding technology, and all of you are aware that technology is moving exponentially. So the point I want to make here is that if you think about exponential growth in technology and you look at your 60-year career ahead, it is clear that what you have learned in college, though brilliant and excellent, will not last for the next 60 years. So you have to figure out a way to learn as you go along. So be aware that technology is shifting very fast, and you are students now, but you are students for life, and you cannot stop learning through the rest of your life. The fourth thing I want to mention is a little bit sobering in the sense that I believe that as I look ahead, the future of jobs is going to change. If you work for 60 years, no company can give you jobs that long because companies will not last 60 years. So you are going to look at a company or a situation where you are going to work for periods of time, and every one of you will be fired at least 5-6 times in your lifetime, because that's really the way it's going to happen. The reality is that we are heading into a world of gigs where everyone will have to be an entrepreneur and do things on their own. I really believe that we are going to run out of jobs very soon, but never run out of work. And it is your responsibility to figure out how to convert work to jobs. And as IIT Kharagpur alumni, I would like to recommend to you or suggest to you that you should not look for jobs for yourself alone, but create jobs for everyone else. It is our responsibility as IIT Kharagpur alumni to create jobs for the rest of the world. So this is the 4 important things I want to set for the context of this. Now with this context, it's very simple to think about what should you do now or over the next few years. So first thing I want to suggest is that there is a lot of discussion on AI and the fact that AI is going to make life very easy. Now one can always take the opportunity saying that AI is going to do everything, so I'm going to do nothing. But on the other hand, if you decide that you are ambitious and you want to get something to happen, now you have millions of slaves working for you, which is AI, and these agents that are going to do the work that you are going to tell them to do. So your ability to drive innovation and growth now has been supercharged, and the more you dream and have a bigger ambition, the better off you will be to change the world along with the rest of us. The second point I want to mention is regarding continuous learning. I already shared with you the fact that you are going to work 60 years. Technology is going to move rapidly. There is nothing that you have learned now which can last that long. So you have to learn all the time, and you need to be a continuous learner, student for life. This is the reality of the world that you are heading into. So don't forget how to learn, and how to learn most efficiently is the key to success at the moment. So learning to learn is the key, and every one of us learns very differently. So if you know how you learn, then you can figure out what you need in 2035, 3 months before the due date. And all of us at IIT are brilliant at these exams because we know the night before is always infinitely long. So anything can get done in the night before. So we have that ability, don't miss that out. So that's number 3. Number 4 I want to mention is the importance of having a personal value compass. Each one of us, as we look ahead, should define what we stand for, what are our values. Like companies have their own corporate values, you should have your own personal values. And if you have them written down, then when you run into situations where you have to make a choice or make a decision, your written down values will help you, remind you of what you stand for and where should you stop and where should you say no. There are enough distractions that you will face in your life, and your personal value compass is one that's going to drive where you end up in the scheme of things. The last thing I cannot miss sharing that, in this world, if you want to be successful, it is those who come back again, meaning who may fail, whatever happens, those who wake up the next day and get back at it, those who are persistent are the only ones that survive. Okay? So irrespective of whatever happens, don't forget the fact that you must be persistent. That is the only way you will succeed. It is not talent, it is not skills, nothing like matters. The only thing that matters is being persistent. So press on, graduates. You are in the best environment that you can be in. India is a happening place, and it is for you to make a difference to not only yourself, but the rest of the world. So I just want to summarize this because, it's easier to remember if I do that. First, I said 4-point context. One was that, demographics are such that you will live long, but you'll have to work long. Second thing I pointed out was that India is the happening place. You being in India, you're very fortunate. Action is happening here. So that's really why I'm very excited. Number 3, technology is going to move at a rapid pace. You will be the ones moving technology at that rapid pace for sure. But for every one of us, keeping pace is going to be tough. And don't forget that you have to learn all the time. Future of jobs are going to be very different. Don't depend on the government or anyone else to create jobs for you. It is your responsibility and no one else's to create jobs from work. There is no shortage of work. It's the shortage of jobs. And you, IIT Kharagpur alumni, should create jobs for yourself and for everyone else. That's really where we need to go. And then finally, 5 things that I mentioned. One is dream big. Importance of continuous learning. Third thing, I think I missed out, but it was teamwork. I think teamwork is a very important aspect. And one thing I want to mention here as IIT Kharagpur alumni, in my last 35 years of being a salesman in the company, I have found the Kharagpur network to be absolutely brilliant. You go into any meeting, you find a Kharagpur person, immediately it's very easy to get things to happen. The people who are with you and around you are really your support infrastructure. So teamwork is really critical. Have a personal value compass and be persistent. I just want to wish all the graduating class all the very best. We are very proud of you, of being here at Kharagpur and graduating today. And we want to wish you all the very best. And you are the ones who are going to make India happen. So wish you all the very best. Thank you.
It is a great honor to introduce the next guest of honor for today's convocation, a pioneering entrepreneur, a thought leader in genomics, and a champion of science-led innovation, Srimati Anuradha Acharya, founder and CEO of Mapmygenome. Srimati Acharya is a remarkable trailblazer who has combined the power of data, biology, and technology to revolutionize healthcare in India. Through Mapmygenome, she has brought personalized genomics to the forefront, empowering individuals with actionable insights into their genetic map, and building a model for preventive precision healthcare that is truly ahead of this time. An alumnus of the IIT Kharagpur, who graduated in physics in 1995, and a proud member of the extended family of our institute, Srimati Acharya's journey exemplifies the spirit of bold innovation rooted in scientific inquiry. Prior to Mapmygenome, she also founded Osimum Biosolutions, a global bioinformatics company that placed Indian talent on the global biotech map. Her contributions have been widely recognized. She is the recipient of the Young Global Leader Award by the World Economic Forum and has been featured among India's most powerful women in business. She also serves on several advisory boards advocating for a future where entrepreneurship, ethics, and impact walk hand in hand. At the time when boundaries between disciplines are dissolving and innovation is increasingly human-centric, Srimati Acharya's presence today reminds us that science, when wielded with empathy and vision, can transform lives and societies. Please join me in warmly welcoming Srimati Acharya, a true embodiment of IIT Kharagpur ethos.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. S. Somanath, former chairman of ISRO and our chief guest of honor, Dr. Anand Deshpande, founder of Persistent System, Shri T.V. Narendran, chairman, board of governors, Professor Suman Chakravarti, director, IIT Kharagpur, Professor Rintu Banerjee, deputy director, IIT Kharagpur, Captain Amit Jain, registrar, IIT Kharagpur, members, board of governors, deans, heads of departments, faculty, many of who are much younger than me now, staff members, proud parents, distinguished alumni, and most importantly, my dear graduating students of 2025. I think it's with immense pleasure that I come back. I grew up in this campus, and so even though my genes are from Rajasthan, I often say that my epigenetics is from Bengal and it's from this particular campus. It's a great honor for me to come here as a guest of honor, and this was the campus where I dreamt big. I grappled with equations and relationships. I found my husband and co-founder, Subhash Lingareddy. I earned my degrees. I met my best friends who continue to be my friends. And so to witness this achievement for all of you is truly humbling for me. So as you graduate, you will all find a mix of lots of different kinds of energies, right? You will feel sad to leave your friends. You'll be excited to find your new job or the new research place or wherever you're going, and probably a lot of nervousness. And that nervousness, I would say, is what is bottled as your passion. And that passion is something that you want to be able to use in the future. Now, I'd like to say a small doha, right? It says, college ki maya ajab, sach se koso dur, gyan ki dehri bane, bhavishya ka dastur, which basically means that even though you might be thinking that you've probably learnt it all, the truth is you will see world will be very, very different. But where you are today, this is where you are at the threshold, and this is what is going to build your future. So make sure you understand that all the experience that you've had in Kharagpur, the late night sessions, the Spring Fest, the Inter-IIT, everything else that you did is actually that, and all the problems that you might have faced with your roommates, with everybody else. These are the things that are going to forge your character. And so take those as the right kind of learning lessons. Now I'd like to say one thing, and I think many of us face this, that when we graduate from IIT Kharagpur, we all have a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of overconfidence. So I just want to repeat something that I did in 1995. So I got admission into University of Illinois. I went there. I couldn't go there, so my visa was rejected. And so, I had 2 job offers, and I went and joined one in Delhi. I joined the job for 19 days exactly, and right as soon as I got my visa, I flew immediately to Chicago. Now, one of the things I didn't realize at that point of time was that I forgot to inform the HR or anybody else in that company, and when an email or a letter, I don't remember which now, came back asking me if I was okay, I think that letter has still haunted me, because that was a time when you forget what you do to the other people that have trusted you, but you've also burning bridges. So it's important to understand that today, I probably wouldn't hire people like that, right? And I think it's important to make sure that you want to get people who understand and value what you also bring back to them. And I think similarly, I've done things right after I graduated from my master's, where you feel that, you need to understand that it's not necessary to be that overconfident and that arrogant. I've sent letters to HR telling them, that they don't know what they are talking about and things like that, right? Today, if I got that, maybe as an entrepreneur, you wouldn't do it, right? So it's important to understand that as you grow into the world, you also understand, don't break bridges, make sure you understand that you collaborate deeply across others. Now, around 2000 was when I started my first entrepreneurial journey, and that was the time the human genome was just getting completed. Many of you probably don't remember a time when there was no Google and definitely no AI at that point of time. But I think what is exciting is that at that point of time, what was path-breaking, which was just getting completed, today now you're starting to see that you are seeing a lot more of that happen across the globe. In 2013, when I started Mapmygenome, I think we launched Genome Patri, which was the first time that you were launching something like that. What was then path-breaking today becomes commonplace. So I think what you need to remember is that whatever you think today is extraordinary will eventually become something that's going to be very commonplace, and you will start seeing that commoditization of whatever you did today in the future. So it's important to be constantly innovating and finding out newer areas on where you can make impact. So today, when I stand as the CEO of Mapmygenome, which is at the intersection of healthcare, biotechnology, data, and all of that, you are seeing a very, very transformative era. This is an era where you can start seeing suddenly you can start making sense out of all the different aspects of health. There is the genome aspect, the microbiome, the epigenome, all the things that at one point were very, very difficult to put together. Today you can do that. And you can do that together because you are marrying biotechnology, you're marrying engineering, and you're marrying the data sciences. And therefore, you are able to come up with one integrated view of your health. And I think that's where you'll find that people from this institute, from IIT Kharagpur, you have that legacy of the engineering legacy, you have the AI and ML, and you also have a lot of things that are coming up in this space. So what I wanted to say was that it is important that today, as you graduate, you should start thinking about a world which is going to be the one where we can actually truly become the leaders in deep tech. And I think with the world that is changing, I think with the geopolitical problems that are facing the world today, I think it's an excellent opportunity. Looks like a very, very difficult time, but I think difficult times are the times when you can actually find opportunity. And I think every time when I came back from the US, I found opportunity here because there were problems. And I think everywhere you see problems, I think you see that there is an opportunity. So it's important that you realize that when you become an entrepreneur or you do anything else, stop thinking about it as being a dhanda only. Think about something that can be lasting change for not just one person, but it has to be something that is your own unique obsession that you can then pursue and make that happen. So I think, I wanted to give a few pieces of advice. I'm sure you won't remember any of this because I don't remember from when I was graduating. So I don't expect you to remember it, but maybe something might stick, right? So the first thing is, your mom and dad probably told you, "Arey, tu to lakhon mein ek hai," right? Maybe somebody else told you that. But the reality is, you're 1 in 400 trillion. And why am I saying that? I think for those of you who have read Richard Dawkins, he said, we are the lucky ones. We are going to die, and that's what makes us the lucky ones. Most people are never going to be born, never going to die because they're never going to be born. So you have the privilege to choose your path, so don't waste it. Basically means that you are the only one in 400 trillion that has the ability to become an embryo and a human being, and therefore don't waste your opportunity and your life. The second, and I think, maybe a couple other people have also mentioned it, and at the age of 21, 22, you probably don't think it is important, but health is going to be your superpower for everything that you want to achieve in life. So whether you are getting into academia, whether you're getting into industry, I think it's very important, and it's something that my dad often told me. Because he had a heart attack before the age of 40, he had diabetes, he had to continue doing that. And I think that was one of the inspirations for me to be able to say, can we do something to prevent? And I think, so make sure that all of you take health very seriously, even though you might not think so right now. I think the third thing I wanted to say is somebody from a very favorite author of mine, Dr. Seuss. I'm sure many of you read him when you were in your kindergarten. But he said very wisely, why blend in when you were born to stand out, right? So my own journey was driven by my own unique obsession. So I want to make sure that you understand that everybody's journey is going to be different, everybody's obsession is going to be different, but don't do something just because that is giving you a higher salary today. don't do something that you don't enjoy doing, because your life, a large part of your day is going to be what you're going to be doing. So look at what you can do in a lot better way by embracing your obsession. The third is that what you think today as you graduate, things will change. Things will change even if you are starting a company. Things will change if you're in academia. Your goals will have to be constantly evolving. You have to be resilient to be able to bounce back. And I think that's the thing when you learn, when you talk to your friends, your ability to bounce back is very important. Another piece of advice is to master the art of listening. Now, if you're wondering why I'm saying that, I want to make sure you're listening to me. But that's not the only thing. I think in the years that I've been in the last 25 years or so as an entrepreneur, I think I've found that to be one of the most important pieces of advice that I ever got, and an important value that I have is to be able, your ability to listen to your customers, your stakeholders, and everybody else, is when you can actually make the biggest change. And I think many people before me have told that, you need to remember where you came from, what others have done before you, how do you contribute to this whole Make in India, how do you contribute back to IIT Kharagpur. And it's very important, not just for doing it, but I think it will give you a great amount of satisfaction to be able to go back and mentor somebody, do something back for the institution where it all began. So I think, my dear graduates, you are the future. IIT Kharagpur has equipped you with the tools, the intellect, and the spirit to tackle the world. But again, I'll talk one more poem from Dr. Seuss. Says, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Because today what IIT Kharagpur has done is opened this door for you, but where you go and where you end up will be totally dependent on you. So before I bid farewell, I think I wanted to sing 2 lines of a song that my dad taught me. It is a song that connects all the little pieces of advice that I just told, and it is also from a poet who comes from Bengal. And he often sang this. It has become one of my favorite songs. So maybe if you want, you can sing these 2 lines with me as well. It says, Jodi tor dak shune keu na ashe tobe ekla cholo re. Ekla cholo, ekla cholo, ekla cholo re. Jodi tor dak shune keu na ashe tobe ekla cholo re. So I think with that, basically go out, go ahead, conquer the world awaits you. Thank you.
It is my proud privilege to welcome our chief guest for today's convocation ceremony, a visionary leader, a distinguished technocrat, and an inspiration to the scientific community of India and beyond. None other than Dr. Somanath, former chairman of the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. Dr. Somanath is a pioneer of Indian rocketry and space exploration. As an aerospace engineer and systems architect, he played a central role in designing, executing, and steering some of the most ambitious space programs of our nation. He led the development of India's most powerful launch vehicle, which successfully placed the Chandrayaan-2 mission into orbit, and later evolved into the launch vehicle Mark III, powering India's foray into deep space missions. Under his leadership, ISRO has scaled new heights, most notably with the historic success of Chandrayaan-3, which has made India the first nation to soft land near the lunar South Pole, a moment that filled every Indian heart with pride and awe. A graduate in mechanical engineering and postgraduate in aerospace engineering from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, which is also my alma mater, Dr. Somanath combines deep technical knowledge with strategic foresight. His leadership reflects the best of Indian scientific spirit, one that is humble, curious, and daring. As we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating students, it is deeply symbolic and inspiring to have with us a man who reminds us of what India can achieve when vision meets perseverance. Please join me in warmly welcoming none other than Dr. Somanath.
Thank you so much, Professor Chakravarti, for that introduction. Dr. Anand Deshpande, Guest of Honor, Srimati Anuradha Acharya, Guest of Honor, Sri T.V. Narendran, Chairman, Board of Governors, of course, Honorable Director, Professor Suman Chakravarti, Professor Rintu Banerjee, Deputy Director, Captain Amit Jain, Registrar, all the Deans, Head of Departments, teachers, distinguished invitees, distinguished alumni awardees, guests, and most importantly, the students who are passing out, the graduates, and their family members. My greetings to you all on the occasion of the 71st graduation ceremony of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. I'm really honored to be invited here to be the chief guest today. Though I came as a surprise, because my mentor supposed to be the chief guest, Dr. Radhakrishnan, the former chair, but then he asked me to take this role. I am really deeply honored to be here, and thanks to him for that. I would like to first congratulate each one of you who are the students who are graduating this year, especially those who have received awards, and those who had the fortune to come over to this function and receive all the medals and accolades from us. And all those who are going to receive the degrees and others in the afternoon session, my greetings to you all. So we are unable to meet all those 3,000 plus students who are graduating today. It's a huge gathering should have been. But then, of course, such ceremonies are now shrunk to, that will fit into the format that we all have now. But then you all know that this award of degree or recognition is not only of the work that you did. I think this is a celebration of your accomplishment, but it's equally an important occasion to thank all the people that made you who you are, your teachers, your mentors, your family members. I will request you to take a minute of your time and then thank them from your depth of your heart at this moment when you are graduating. Also, would like to congratulate and acknowledge the contribution of everyone at this IIT Kharagpur who have been working in the forefront of the technology, building the finest minds to take on the world. I think the contribution done by IIT Kharagpur is well known in various fields, and it's also very clear from the distinguished alumni who are here, who made really a mark in life. But then I would like to tell you that at this occasion, what is expected of a convocation speech is generally the life lessons that I have learned that is to be shared on this occasion with young graduates. And as Ms. Anuradha mentioned, there is most unlikely that you will ever remember who was the chief guest on the day of the convocation. Maybe when you come back to receive the Distinguished Alumni Award. We were discussing who are you chief guest of honor or the chief guest at that moment. But then my responsibility is in sharing some of my life experience with you, and also to tell you at this moment, as already been mentioned by other guest of honors, on some of those elements that sometimes will get into your mind to help you to grow in stature and life. First and foremost, I believe with my experience and exposure to the domain is the most important that you need is the passion. I think the passion is that drives you to do something really what you want to do. It will really commit you to do something extraordinary. And for that you need to work on a continuous basis without having any break, or really we say 24-hour, 24/7 basis. But then equally important, like the passion, is excellence. I think all of you are capable of achieving something really phenomenal in your domain, in your area, which you really choose beyond the graduation. And while having the experience and excellence that you have is very simple thing that you need is a determination. Because I have been experiencing that in my life that many a times that you will fail, you will face difficulties, and you wanted to drive a project that you will encounter problems. And if you do not have the determination to face it and then solve it on a continuous basis, you are not really going to achieve those great goals. And for that is that you need focus, attention, and many a times that you hear about great scientists and accomplishers, they really convert the real challenge into a very focused topic in front of them and give their best attention to that problem, and always solutions will emerge. As already been told by some of the speakers ahead of me, this learnability becomes important. The graduation is just not the end of your learning, as you know it very well, that you need to continuously learn with your life takes you. And then finally, I would like to suggest to you that you must have humility and honesty and integrity as very important elements of your character. I had the fortune to work in Department of Space, Indian Space Research Organization for the last 40 years, and I've seen the great accomplishment that the organization made in building rockets, satellites. And I want to tell you that when I joined ISRO, it was not acclaimed like us today, that accomplishing landing on the moon on the South Pole, are the first nation ever to do so. Going to Mars and then placing a satellite around Mars, the very first nation successfully accomplishing it. All this came recently. But then when I joined that organization in 1980s, there were only failures. Our rockets were not going to the space. ASLV was still in its, just getting developed. And I joined as a scientist in building the PSLV rocket, the very first flight failing. Then again, we working on it and then making it succeed in the second flight. And today it has record-breaking successes after success. Then I had the fortune to write the project report and then go on to build the rocket of the LVM-3, which actually sent the Chandrayaan-3 to the moon. And yesterday happened to be the second anniversary of the Chandrayaan-3 launch. Now, this journey through various developments of complex technologies taught me many things. I think it's the capability of the Indian mind that has really astonished me, and the ability to work in teams to build complex systems within India. I think this is something that I am really proud of in building within the organization like this. I know IIT Kharagpur has been contributing immensely in building people within the organization. Many of you may be knowing, but I'll tell you two of them. The present chairman of ISRO, Dr. Narayanan, is an alumni of this institution. So is Dr. Radhakrishnan, who was the previous chairman of ISRO, also took his postgraduate degree from this institution. So that way, I had the opportunity to meet some of the alumni from IIT Kharagpur in the organization who actually be working with us in building complex technologies. I believe that IIT Kharagpur has an opportunity today, not just the graduating students, but the future students, the academic capability, research capability of the institution has really been working very hard to connect with the organization and contribute to the space program in this country. And this opportunity of visiting here and talking to them is really, will initiate some strong research collaboration. The organization of ISRO need to have established in the future with IIT Kharagpur. Today we know that the world is going through a huge transformation in terms of technology. It's already been mentioned that the word exponential, I don't know whether this is really explaining the word rate at which the technology changes are happening. And while this happens in many domains, I think all of us are aware that equally so in the space technology domain, these changes are happening. Because I come from that domain, that I can tell you that today even the communication technologies that we used to work in space was generally from the geostationary orbit. Today we talk about the high throughput communication that's happening in the low Earth orbit satellite systems, and most probably that you will have direct to device communication from satellite soon. It's already there. And you are also able to witness the impact of space technology in the recent conflicts and how space technology is actually going to change in the coming days, the power equations between different nations, and how this is seamlessly connecting with the Industry 4.0 and various technology changes that are happening in the sector. And we are very, very excited, and how to scale this in the days to come continues to be one of the important roles that we want to work on, especially collaborating with industries. Let me offer you only a few points which I thought that it's the right occasion to share my experience. I told you in terms of the summary of that, but then some of the lessons which I learned from the organization itself is something very important. Possibly you would have heard about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I think this is an occasion that many of you, hear him regularly and talk about him on the mentorship and leadership in the organization. From that, I would like to share you some lessons which I experienced with my mentors and teachers in the organization. The first and foremost, I would like to tell you, students who are graduating now, going to institutions, possibly in research or industries, is to commit yourself to be a voracious reader. I think this is very, very important. I think many of you now actually lost touch with the culture of reading. I think this is very, very, very impactful in the younger generation. I have been watching young people, they move away from the culture of reading, which used to be the nourishing point for in our life. It's actually now in the backstage. And when I talk about reading, it's not just limited to the domains that you are specializing, but domains which are far beyond what you are reading, to studying. It could be art, literature, history, domains which will actually give you a perspective of life and the life in the world. Because it is very important for you to identify problems where you need to apply solutions based on your technology. You need to understand the society much deeper than just a technocrat. I think this requires greater understanding than what you really learn in IIT sometimes, and this preparation of this requires significant amount of reading. Second, of course, is ability to work as a team. I think this training possibly you would have been receiving in this institution, how to build in a project, how to work with the different types of people, and really this skill is something which I learned in the organization. When I was put in task, I was given a lot of people as a team members, and then somebody emerges as a leader in the group who have an ability to connect with all the people empathetically, technically, understanding strengths and weaknesses of each of them, and then really bring out the best in each one of them for a particular course. And he's a person who is able to show them what is the real goal all of us are supposed to achieve. And they will be able to change the success of the team. Possibly they will emerge as leaders at later point in time. And I'm very sure many of you who are industry leaders and captains actually have this innate capability to understand that different people finally come together to achieve something great. And this skill is something that you need to develop by observing people and emulating those capabilities while you travel with your life. The third point which I want to tell you is about knowledge. I think this has already been mentioned that the rate of knowledge creation today is too fast, and anyone possibly won't be able to catch up with it. The rate at which it is increasing is so tremendous, and it's very important for you to understand what you need to forget and what you need to learn fresh. And this is going to be a continuous process, and unless you commit yourself to learn something new, I think you are really going to be in deep crisis in the years to come. I know this has already been explained, I don't want to spend more time on it. But then I mentioned about leadership, and if you really want to be a leader, and you need to learn how to be a good follower. This is a very difficult task, because in the early part of your career, you will understand that you need to be a good follower of someone. At the very beginning, you won't be a leader sometimes, and if you join institutions, industries, academia, or anywhere you join, you will find people who you look upon them as great people, leaders, mentors. And our success in organizations like ISRO has been always that we catch on somebody who actually will mentor you throughout your journey. It's not like a typical organization structure which I come from. There, I have a guru-shishya relationship really with somebody in the organization. I catch somebody or I identify somebody who are likely to be my mentor. And this you need to really choose. Now the mentor will be somebody who will put you at a higher pedestal, a platform. He will give you an opportunity. He will need you the type of knowledge that you needed. And while you travel with him, that you gain that type of skills and capabilities that will take you to higher positions. And I want to thank all those people that mentored me. Possibly you will do so maybe later part of your life. And it's very important to pick someone who will help you to mentor to reach greater heights. Finally, I would like to tell you that while you travel through this, the very important element is to take risks in life. I think risks are very, very important for anyone to succeed in life. And if you really, we say in ISRO, those who are really good at it is those who never ever take risk, never fail. And those who have been failing, we normally complain, he has made an effort here, he has not able to succeed. And we used to say that those who are actually failing are the ones who are performing. So possibly in my life also I had many failures, and those failures are now back in the history. And what I did, mistakes in design, mistakes in operations, mistakes in action are not discussed in the organization at all. All what good things are told only, Sir Professor just mentioned. But I know in my heart of heart how many mistakes I did. But then for every mistake, I had the courage to say, I will do it next time. I had no difficulty on accepting that it is a mistake or an error or omission or whatever you did. But the next step is very important. Overcoming that and trying to do something, and that requires an attitude of risk-taking. I think this will help you to grow, not only in terms of organization like ISRO, but also in building new industries, new enterprises. I think this attitude is something that we need to develop here much stronger. And I can tell you that while working with so many companies and industries in India, this attitude is actually missing. In India, at least in terms of entrepreneurial journey, which requires something, a cultural change is required to accept failure as a possibility in most of the ventures. I think this is something very important. I want to tell you, you should become the champion of such things. Now, I don't want to prolong because we have already overshot the time allocated for the convocation. I would like to conclude without going through all the written speech I have prepared here, but to tell you that I want to wish you all the very best to you while you are graduating. The world looks at institutions like IITs for the best mind to come out to contribute to the growth of this nation. I think this becomes very important agenda for all of us who have gone through this journey and looking at the changing nature of our country. I think this is something which I would like to stress, already been told by some of the speakers ahead, is to come back and contribute to this nation. Why I say come back? Because I know most of you will go. That's the understanding that all of us have. But then going is not a crime or a bad thing, because it is important that to go and then gain that type of knowledge and skill at some point in time in life, but then make a decision to come back and contribute to this country. And we need great institutions in this nation. Institutions that will build next generation of people. Institutions that will build, do R&D and technology transition from research to product. And then innovation should come out of institutions that are still not up to the mark in this country. And this is the only way that this nation can scale up in terms of technology power, in terms of economy. And we know that today India is rated as something like fifth largest economy of the world. And if you really want to scale to reach second, first sometime, the only way to reach it is by the application of technology for building businesses. And this will happen only when you are able to connect the academic research, the industry ecosystem, and also the businesses, which you will translate these ideas to products. But in India, I think the transition is slowly happening, and that requires bright minds to come back and then help to create this energetic capability in various areas. The policies of the government today is more and more aligned to that. Recently announced programs like the research funding for private institutions to take up advanced research are indicators of these things happening. Equally important is to create universities like the IITs, who will have stronger connect with academic institutions around it, also research facilities around it, and also private companies who are going to translate the research being done here into products and services. I think this journey is just starting. I think this journey will enable you people, those who are aspiring to go outside, will facilitate you to come back and then contribute to this country at some point in time. But because you will find it to work for India to be more purposeful in life much later years of your career. I am very sure about it. And with that, let me conclude and thank the IIT Kharagpur for having this function organized with me as such, being invited to be here, and really proud and of you, each one of you. and had the opportunity to meet many of the great alumni of this institution. Wish you all the very best. God bless you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
May I request our director to felicitate the chief guest. I also request the guests of honor, deputy director and registrar to accompany them. May I also request our director to felicitate the guests of honor, Dr. Anand Deshpande and Ms. Anuradha Acharya. Dr. Anand Deshpande. I request all the dignitaries to take their seats. I now request the officiating chairman, Board of Governors to deliver the vote of thanks.
On behalf of the Board of Governors, Mr. T.V. Narendran, I am reading the vote of thanks for the 71st Convocation of IIT Kharagpur. It has been a great honor to be part of this momentous occasion. We are deeply thankful to our esteemed guest, Sri S.P. Somanath, Dr. Anand Deshpande, Ms. Anuradha Acharya for gracing us with their presence and sharing their inspiring insights. Our sincere appreciation goes to our director, deputy director, the registrar, our distinguished alumni, all student awardees, deans, head of the departments, and the entire faculty, staff, and student community for being a part of this august gathering. A special round of applause for all the dignitaries who have enriched this convocation with their presence and made it truly memorable. I would like to extend our warmest thanks to the teams and offices who tirelessly worked and made this event possible. The academic section, establishment section, office of the director, deputy director, registrar, dean's office, public relation office, alumni affairs and branding, the audiovisual and CET team, technology, film society, horticultural, transport, the security sections, institute information cell, and all the committee members and the countless faculty, staff, and student volunteers who worked behind the scenes. Finally, To everyone present here today, thank you for joining us and making this convocation a great success. Thank you and Jai Hind. Now, I declare the 71st Convocation of Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur closed.
I request all to rise for the national anthem.
भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे